right, segment 2, ladies and gentlemen. The chat room is now going to be open right now. Give your takes on the game Saturday afternoon against Georgia Tech. 12 noon game on the ACC network up at Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Our final road game of the season. So here we go. Chat room is open, so we're ready to go. So let's get started without further ado. The highlights of Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech from last week, and let's get the proceedings started. Your takes, give your takes, please. From ESPN Sports Center, here we go.
See, starting to sort itself out. Hokies can get a stranglehold on the Coastal Division. They're ranked 22 of the horrid start first quarter. Georgia Tech up 7-0.
Now this is something we're going to have to be aware of with Washington. Now Nesbitt's not going to play this game, but Tevin Washington's the kind of guy who can break one if we're not careful. That's what I say.
It takes a big ugly to make a good block in there. Anthony Allen.
Now, this is what we're going to have to be aware of. We are going to have to play disciplined football in this game.
From the quarterback position in ACC history, Georgia Tech up 14-zip. Later in the first, Ryan Williams.
Now, here's where you can hurt Georgia Tech. I mean, our running game is better than Virginia Tech's is right now.
And the other guy's in. Picks up 10 more, crosses the magic yellow line. Later in the drive, second and goal. Let's just
this is what we got to do. Just pound the rock to Barry. Have Miller and James contribute in this game.
Second quarter. Let's check out the amount of time Tyrod Taylor gets in the pocket.
I'll tell you, if we could give Stephen Morris that much time, and not make a mistake,
Goodness me, you guys can't do it that long. Sweeting, though, other team. Good catch there. Taylor held the ball for almost
Stephen Morris is going to have to make good decisions in this game because they drop 8 back in coverage here.
8. So he's got a lot of time. 11 seconds. He makes a bad decision, throws to the wrong guy.
And Stephen Morris cannot do that in this game.
This time Nesbitt with a chance to score, intercepted by
There's where you can hurt Georgia Tech, especially if they're behind.
One for each squad to get points deep in the other's territory, and it comes up the other way, Nesbitt.
And that's when the play Nesbitt gets hurt.
Right arm, he would leave the game with a right forearm injury, so that will eventually leave it for Tevin Washington. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Same score, 14-7. David Wilson here.
And you know one thing, this is what Virginia Tech did very well against G-Tech.
And the Hokies have it.
We'll have to contend with that next week, but right now, my thinking is Georgia Tech here.
Smith from 2 yards out makes the catch, and Vatek's got it up 21-14. All is well, but Georgia Tech ensuing possession, 4:15 left on 4th and 4. Roddy Jones gets the pitch, looks to throw, no, settles for the first down. New set of downs, drive still alive. 3rd and 5 from the 9-yard line. Orwin Smith, pitch.
Now we're going to have to be aware if they're going to do that. We have got to stay home and make plays defensively here.
But there are still rules that need to be followed. 2:34 left, the ensuing kickoff. Deep to receive is David Wilson. David Wilson maybe has some.
I think you can return.
Some sort of a quiz. He does not have time for overtime. He has just enough time. 11 seconds to go. 90 yards to.
And we've got the returners to do this as well. So we can return maybe 1 or 2 to the house in this game.
In Blacksburg off the return.
I call it the end zone.
Yes, you do. But that allows 2:23 still for the visitors from down in Atlanta. They need 7. Not a lot of time.
We're going to have to do better tackling against Washington in this game.
Scrambling for the first down.
And we have to stay home in our lanes.
10, go for it. Less than a minute ago. Now it's 2nd 15, long yardage again. This time Washington to Kevin Cone for 38 yards.
Now they will throw the ball on occasion. So we still have to be aware of that.
The entire night.
And he's a better thrower than Nesbitt, too.
Seconds to go, Washington to the end zone, but Rashad Carmichael there is to intercept it for Virginia Tech, and the Hokies hang on to win it 28-20.
And this is one thing we're going to have to do in this game. We're going to have to be aware that Washington will throw. But what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to stop the run, stop the triple option, be disciplined, stay in your lanes, and finish tackles, especially against Georgia Tech. Because these guys, if we arm tackle like we have this year, they're going to get big runs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the Paul Johnson presser from Tuesday, previewing this game in 2 parts. The first part I'm going to go a little bit, and then the second part I'll play in the next segment. So without further ado, I'm going to play the Paul Johnson presser from Tuesday right now.
Well, like I said before, when we were getting ready to come home, it's good to be back home. We've had 2 very tough road games, very hostile environments to play, tough places to play. Didn't turn out the way we would have liked. I was proud of our guys Thursday night. I thought that they hung in there and fought. We just didn't get it done. Didn't make enough plays. Didn't do whatever to get it come out with a win. And now we're playing a very talented Miami team here. Tevin Washington's going to get his first start at quarterback, and we got to get together and get a plan and go play. See if we can't get on the right track. So, having said that, we'll open up for questions.
Do you have to change your game management or play calling with a less experienced quarterback?
Maybe some. We'll see how the game goes. It just depends. It's kind of a ebb and flow type deal, and he was our starting quarterback this spring, and I think that my thought process on that is you've got to let him see what he can do. Within the realm, you don't want to. It's like I told him, he don't have to win the game. Just do your job and manage the game and do what you're supposed to do, and we'll see. We're not the kind of football team that can, who you going to rely on? What area? I mean, it's not like we've got a huge offensive line and we'll say, okay, we're going to put it in their hands, or we got 2 guys we got to get the ball to, we'll put it in their hands, or whatever. I think you just have to play, and I've got confidence that he can do what we need to do to win the game.
In your career, have you ever rotated quarterbacks?
Yeah. At times. I don't plan on doing it this week, but we've done it before, yeah. I don't know. We haven't seen him play. If Tevin were better than Josh, we would have probably seen him play already. What does Josh have that Tevin doesn't have? A lot of experience. This spring, I thought Tevin operated the offense pretty well. He did some good things. I think he can do what we're asking him to do. Until you see him play a little bit, it's hard to gauge. I mean, Miami's probably going to run a little faster on defense than we did playing against ourselves, and they're going to do present some different things. There's going to be a little more pressure. When I go out there and I'm in a scrimmage in the spring, if I miss a read or do something bad, I know I didn't lose a game. You're competitive, but it's a different deal. Some guys play better in those situations. Some guys play worse, and I think we'll just have to see how he does.
Last couple of days of practice, what is the difference in Tevin and how he carries himself, how he
Not really. I mean, today will be the first real hard day of practice we've had since we played. So, but the nature of the way we do things, he's got as many reps as Josh. We run 2 huddles. We run most of practice off a script, option periods anyway, and so it's bang bang. They get a lot of reps. I mean, he's had a zillion reps. We won't be asking him to do anything he hadn't took 1,000,000 reps at all fall.
During Virginia Tech game, did you see him progress from the first game into the other game? Was he improving?
All right, what I'm going to do, I'll play the next segment. I'll play the rest of Paul Johnson's news conference almost in its entirety. So, and I'll give you my take on it as well, what I'm looking at for Paul Johnson. So let me come back in the next segment. I'll play part 2 of Paul Johnson's press conference from Tuesday, previewing the game against the Canes on Saturday afternoon. Back in segment 3.